Hello everybody, happy Thursday. I'm feeling a little bit unprepared today, but that's okay. And Simon's in goofy mode, so if you hear the big bear in the background, that is what's going on. Happy Thursday, welcome to our hang party. Today we are doing trees. I was gonna say drawing, but it's not necessarily drawing. We'll have more time than just drawing today. Yeah, Lisa, hello, and Marie Louise, and Susan, and Deirdre, and Melly, and Kaylee, and Nick, hello. Nick is joining the ranks of the unprepared. Excellent. Art Hang Party is a weekly live hour-ish long art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun. Everyone is welcome, whether it's your first time drawing or you're a seasoned professional. Hi Susan, hi Jamie, hi Tammy, hi Kaylee, and Mark and Kama. So many people, Nanette. Hi, hi. Feel free to ignore the purple crowns. We're not quite sure why they're here. But anyway, congratulations Lisa on the number one. Hi Tracy and Teresa. Yeah, let me know if you're here by saying hi in the chat like everybody is doing, and what materials you're planning to use. Hi Natty and Rumi and Michelle. Kama says, I'm not ready either, trying to finish making a promo post for my comic, but it's taking much longer than I expected. As always, as always. Marzi, hello, finally able to attend. Welcome. Welcome to our Art Party. Okay, today we're drawing trees, and we're gonna do it differently today. So thank you to Natty and Erin for sharing reference photos. We're gonna do 2 from Natty, 1 from Erin, and then I put 1 in at the end. So we're only doing 4 photos today. JSL, hello. So we're gonna start by doing a 2-minute based off of a black and white version of the photo. So we'll do like a quick, super quick value study. And then we're gonna do a 5-minute one to the color photo. And then I'm gonna turn the timer up to 15 minutes, and you can do what you like. So you can either work on one piece throughout the whole, was it 22 minutes that we are looking at a reference, or you can do kind of 3 individual pieces and kind of take what you learned in the first one and then move it on to the next one and the next one. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to tackle it yet, but I'll figure it out very quickly. And I'm going to use a Lyra 9B graphite crayon. It is water soluble, but I think I'm just going to use it dry for my value study, and then maybe even the color study. But then I do have oil pastels for the longer timer. So we'll see. Tammy says, I'm making cheesy shells and watching. Sounds delicious. Marie Louise is using Stabilo All on top of tempura paint sticks. That sounds fun. And Marzi says, I think I'm going to use watercolor or just a pen. Kaylee loves value studies. And Teresa says, I love this kind of session. We'll draw tomorrow. Of course, so of course, it's midnight for you. Can you hear Simon? He's having a rumble on the floor. Being silly. He's being silly. Susan is using Tombows and color pencils, and Michelle Campbell is here. Excellent. Natty is using Jelly Roll pens and Crayola color pencils. Cool. All right. Melly says, I think fine liner on pre-painted backgrounds. Excellent. Elaine, hi Elaine, is using Inktense, and Tracy is using Posca pencils. I have yet to try those. I have yet to try those. Okay. We all know that Art Hang Party stickers are available, so I always like to remind you that if you want to decorate your sketchbooks, I have 3 different colors available. I only pulled out one right now. But any sticker orders come with a little mini artwork that I do, and also I've got, now that I found them, like unlimited zines that I made a couple of years ago. So freebies with stickers. Netta is using colored pencils and ink, and Mark is using watercolor pencils and normal color pencils. Good mix, good mix. Okay, so I'm gonna take the color palette away because we're gonna start just with a black and white, and I said we're gonna start with 2 minutes. Quick 2-minute value study, one of Natty's beautiful photos. Susan is using Inktense pencils and possibly gouache. You will have time for gouache. Okay. Simon, you're crazy today. Are we ready? I think we're ready. We're 7 minutes in. Okay. So 2 minutes, quick value study. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Or however you want to, I say value study, but you can just do your thing. Natty, where was this photo taken? Is that Lake Ontario that we see? Am I waving to you on the other side? And 1 minute, 30 seconds. This is Fort Niagara, and on a clear day you can see the Toronto skyline across Lake Ontario. Very cool. I don't have any water. Would like a little bit, actually. 48 seconds. It's a lot darker than I was hoping. 30 seconds. Fourteen seconds. Three, 2, 1. Time's up. I'm sorry. That's loud. All right. Oh boy. But it was overcast that day that you took the photo. Well, still waving to you. Okay. Now we're gonna see the photo in color. And I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock, and I'm gonna start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Do you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna use 5 minutes to sketch out on a big, oh, this is rather large. Rather large. In my big sketchbook. Louise, good morning. I feel like I don't have enough room on my table. Okay, I've lost 30 seconds, but that's okay. I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit. Okay. Something, maybe this needs to move. 4 minutes, 12 seconds. All right, I got it. 3 minutes, 56 seconds. I have to remind myself that I'm not actually coloring anything in here. I'm just sketching. And then we'll have 15 minutes after this on this photo. I hope that this is making sense to everybody. Well, we have 3 minutes left. And my sketch is done. So perhaps I'm just gonna start, give myself a head start here. I don't want to get too far ahead though. But then, I don't know. I didn't plan. I told you I'm unprepared. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. I believe it's the middle of July already. One minute, 44 seconds. Okay. One minute, 19 seconds. I'm just gonna keep doing like really detailed countdowns. Melly says my brain needs to spend time on this for all times today. Too much teaching this week. It has been a busy week. It has been. I'm trying to finish up, well, I think I have hopefully finished up all of my freelance work because my new job starts on Monday. So I'm kind of like half already in like the new world and then half like still trying to get everything done. It's gonna be funny. I'm like the only person who has like a project already on the go, starting their new job, which is fun. Teresa says you're like Usain Bolt in drawing. And Tammy says, I like your top, Melissa. Pretty. Thank you. What new job, Susan? Well, I'll tell you in 8 seconds, shall I? 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, 15 minutes. Boy, that's a lot of scrolling on the timer. Okay, 15 minutes starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I have been doing freelance work since 2018. Started my own little design agency, if you want to call it that. Design agency of one, sometimes two. And I've been doing work for our municipal transit authority, who runs like the local commuter trains and things. A lot of the illustration work that I share is with Metrolinx. And so when I saw that they posted an opening for a graphic designer position, I dusted off my resume and put in my application and got the job. So I had to like go through all the interview processes, and like it was like a thing, and there's actually there's so many applicants. But anyway, happy to report that I was a successful candidate in everything at the end of the day. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing graphic design for Metrolinx, which is our local government transit agency. And yeah, a continuation basically of what I've been doing for them freelance, but that's a job. So I was finishing up one project with them today, and I'm going to continue, or not, I was working on one, and then probably pretty sure that it's going to just continue on next week, but I will be on payroll instead of tracking my hours and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be great. And like, I already know a lot of my coworkers and the people that I've worked with since I've been working with them since 2022. So it's been a really nice experience, and like no complaints. It's been great. So I'm really looking forward to it. Not to mention, I'm sure you can appreciate like a little stability after working freelance for, what is that, 8 years? Yeah. So that's happening on Monday. I wish I tried to take off get everything done as quickly as possible so that I had a little bit more time to like chill this week. But I'm not doing anything tomorrow. So tomorrow and then the weekend are my chill days. And then, yeah, off we go. Thank you. But it's nice. The office is it's like a 20-minute walk down the street. So it's not far at all. I can walk there, I can bike there, I can take 4 stops on the streetcar to get there. It's really convenient. And then it's going to be like 3 days in the office, 2 days at home, which I can pick my days. So definitely going to work from home on a Thursday. But I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody. My plan is that nothing changes with Art Hang Party, just so you know. It is continue on as per usual. We have 11 minutes and 7 seconds. Very exciting. Love that the office is within walking distance. Yeah, it's like just at Queens Quay and Bay, I think. Queens Quay and Bay, yes. And I'm at Queens Quay and Bathurst, so Melly knows the distance. Very close. I think we can hear you on the speaker. It picks up everything, so just guessing. What? Husky? Okay. That's what Ray's watching on. Cute. Melly says, oh good, I also know I'm going to travel to your place in August. Yeah, Melly's going to be here the first Thursday in August. We're going to go on tour with Melly. It will be our travel session for the month. And since Melly is local, I invited her over. Natty says this is one of my favorite car picnic spots. It looks lovely. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've had a couple people over before, people who have been in from out of town, stop by for arting party. So if ever anybody's in the neighborhood, let me know. Tammy, thank you. Super chat. Thank you. That's so nice. I got another YouTube ad revenue payment. So I have some money in my art supply budget. So if anybody has any ideas of things that I should get to play with, let me know. Susan is asking how close to Shar I live. Like probably an hour away. Hi Zan, happy Thursday. So yeah, she lives a train ride away. A GO train ride away, which is the transit company that I'll be working for. Maybe not quite an hour, maybe a little bit less. But close, like close enough to get together every so often. We've gotten together a couple of times. Daniel Smith, gold gesso. Marie Louise, what is that? Michelle says, I'm a GO train ride away. Yeah, Michelle, we still have to meet. I don't like the screen. 6 minutes, 30 seconds. This is going, actually, time is moving pretty quickly. Do I get to travel on the GO for free? I do. Or I will. I will. Yes. Just me, though. Really expensive glitz background. Okay. Was it Daniel Smith gold gesso? I'm gonna look it up. No promises. Tinted graphite pencils, set of 12. I'll come back to the chat. No companion free fare. 5 minutes, 11 seconds. That's okay. Then it's like a 50% discount, so. Nanette said, Louise said just popping in a 14-hour flight and a domestic flight now. Yes, come on, Louise, come on over. Four minutes, 44 seconds. All of a sudden, time is moving. Still need to do the background. Nanette said, I just ordered that fun paint dry that Shar uses. I got it in turquoise because it was $1 cheaper. Yeah, I should look for one of those. Seems handy. It's like a heat gun for your artwork to dry things quicker. Okay, I need a background. I need 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Melly says, I'm working in a slight pointillist style, tiny dots for texture. Excellent. Teresa says, toned paper. Alright. And was it Stedler? Where did that go, Michelle? Stedler tinted. I can't spell tinted. Graphite. Oh my god, my handwriting. Jamie says, just finished my second art hang party sketchbook. Congratulations. I have a really light blue somewhere. Just for art hang parties. And now time is escaping. You're experimenting with tombos on top of color pencils. I do have a glass dip pen, Natty, yes. How's your experiment going, Susan? Gosh, there's no time for... I should have prepared. Told you, unprepared. One minute, 25 seconds. Messy. So-so, it's going so-so. Are you finding the tool roll to be helpful, Susan? Is everything so saturated in color? Okay. Love it so much. That's excellent. I should do another run of those at some point. 13 seconds. Okay. Wow, that went fast. 2, 1, time's up. Beep, beep, beep. All right, Pearl's here. I have oil pastel cat print footprints everywhere now. Susan says, gearing up for travel with easy plein air materials. Yes. It's inspiring me to organize my favorites. That is excellent. Yeah, you can only fit so much, so at least you have time to like figure out what it is. What it is that you want to take with you. Oh, I forgot to fill in the grass here. Oh well. C'est la vie. All right, that was our first one. Let me see if I do the next one the same way. We'll see. I am going to do the value study though. 2 minutes. Teresa says, you need to make more. Yes. I made these art tool rolls like as a sewing project and pencil cases. I think it was last fall. It was quite the enjoyable experience. All right. Natty is taking us to winter because it is stinking hot here in the northern hemisphere. All right, 2-minute value study starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Maybe did that a little bit high. So the color photo on this one is not very much different than what we're seeing here. Just FYI. Really? Is this your pond, Natty? "59 seconds. And hello, late drop-in, going to watch and learn, will participate on replay. Oh, I don't know that I have very much to teach you, but we're starting with a 2-minute value study, and then we have 10 seconds left, and then we will go to 5 minutes. Time's up on 2 minutes. Is that kind of worked? All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Michelle says, I do not have the bandwidth for a winter scene tonight. Yeah, it's not the easiest. I think I'm gonna work on this a little bit. This one. And Olga says, hi all, I missed the first 10 to 15 minutes and just now realize we are doing value studies. So we started with a 2-minute kind of quick, oh, wait. Okay. It's so close to the same color. Here's the color version, but I'm gonna keep the timer going. 4 minutes, 22 seconds. So we started with a 2-minute black and white value study, then a 5-minute with the color photo, and then 15 minutes on top of that. Pre-blobbed paper is not ideal for this, but it will just make me want to work. Gives you something to work against. That's a nice thing about pre-blobbed paper. Are you using your Sailor Fude pen? The new kid on the block? I wonder, do I want to do this one in oil pastel, or do I want to do different? Natty says yes. There's a baby chestnut tree snuggled on the left side of Cottonwood with a gangster willow tree on the bank of the pond. It's about 2.5 acre pond, natural. Beautiful. White Posca marker to the rescue, says Olga. Yes, Sailor Fude. Awesome. Natty says, I have hostas, peony, columbine, and iris is a flower bed under the cottonwoods. Kaylee is going to be in the kitchen for a few. What are you making, Kaylee? Tell us when you get back. Olga says, in hot pink and yellow acrylic ink splattered paper. Excellent. Jamie, do you get winter scenes like this in Australia? I'm looking around to see what I have. Do I dare go acrylic paint? Or should I stick with the oil pastels? Let me know. 2 minutes remaining. Or Graphitint XL blocks. No snow. Looks like an amazing place to sketch and paint, says Teresa. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Teresa votes paint. All right. All right. I'll do it. Sorry, that's loud, I'm sure. I've got more palettes, but I'm going to start with that little one. Paint, says Michelle. And Teresa? Okay, I'm going to grab some water. You have 1 minute. Got my bucket of paint here. All right, this is gonna be so messy. I have art supplies everywhere. 13 seconds. I do love this pencil though. It's so good. Time's up. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, 15 minutes. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It is the 9B, yes. It's so super soft and dark. It's the Lyra water-soluble graphite crayon. You ice skate on the pond? That's so cool. There we go. Okay. Maddie says, it's gorgeous, but a few months in the summer is extremely buggy. We lost a lot of fish. We had a die-off due to long wind and ice. Was super thick. We had about 100 fish. Oh my goodness. It's like your own little art retreat over there. This is basically the same color as the sketchbook. Oh no. No, no, no. There's a cat. Of course there's a cat. What can I mix that with? Hi Meryl. Happy early birthday. Okay. We're just gonna have cat prints everywhere. Meryl, we have 12 minutes and 35 seconds to paint this beautiful winter scene of Natty's pond. Two bean prints everywhere, yes. That's like entirely way too much paint. Susan says, this has been great fun and I did learn something experimenting with watercolor pencils and Tombow and a wet brush. Thanks always, Melissa. Now I must go and make chicken and corn on the cob. Delicious. Nice drawing with you, Susan. When do you go? When do you go on your travels? Okay. I feel like Kama loves this photo. Wish it was cooler today. Yeah. Today wasn't as like boiling hot for us here. 10 minutes, 54 seconds. I'm going super abstract with my paint. Can't think straight. It messes with your head, the heat. It really does. Does not look the nicest. Susan says, I go to Paris on August 4th, and after 3 nights there, I go to Antibes in the south for a week with my ex and all our children and grannies and grandies. That sounds lovely. I hope you take a million pictures and then we can draw. It was windy, Michelle. It was like at one point it was super windy. Super windy. Okay, that's better. Nine minutes, 25 seconds. Natty says, oh yes, please take photos. I hope I draw a million pictures, but yes, if I have a good one, I'm happy to share. Thank you. No pressure, but you know, we love good photos from everywhere, so. What do I want? Trees. Not yet. Please don't ask me what I'm doing. I have no idea. Susan, is Marley going with you? Are you taking a sketchbook for her? I think that would be the cutest thing. I'll stop talking to you because I know you have to go. Tammy says, if you ever want to draw Italy again, LOL, I have some cool ones. Went there last November. I don't think anybody would say no to that. Oh, good idea for her to take one. Yes, I might burn the chicken. Okay, stop talking. I'll stop asking you questions. This is messy, but I still like it, says Melly. We have 6 minutes, 48 seconds. Natty says it was cooler today. It was in the low 80s. Can't believe I think that's cool, but when your temps have been in the 90s with 92% humidity, anything is cool in the 80s. Yeah, I agree. Oh, these need to actually come way down. Melly, Natty's saying, have we drawn anything like Quebec? I don't think so. Maybe like a photo here and there, but nothing dedicated. No, Knit, no. Not right now. Not right now, kiddo. Teresa says, love the colors on your abstract. I have 5 minutes, 27 seconds to figure it out. I need a little white. Agree with Teresa, comma. Maybe it'll get there. We'll see. I did, for April, Charlotte Hamilton did the theme with her Substack group, Abstract April. And it was all landscape photos, and I painted the entire month just with acrylics in this palette knife, and it was so much fun. Very much like what I'm doing here. Hi, Nell. It's your first time catching me live. That's very exciting. You can't stay. Hi to Teresa too. Enjoy, guys. We'll see you in the replay, Nell, and I promise I will do a weekend pop-up sometime soon so that those who can't join in the evening, in my evening, can join. Thanks for saying hi. I want a little bit of blue. Oh no, it's so chunky. Yes, Teresa. Susan is burning her chicken to say Quebec is so charming and drawing the Ottawa Canal in winter would be awesome. Yeah, maybe we do like a Quebec winter session. Quebec is, I do have some photos. I spent a week in Mont Tremblant a couple years ago and a couple of days in Quebec City. Just really, really beautiful. So I'm sure between all of us, we can put a good session together. We knew who you meant, Nell. And Tammy says, happy early birthday, Meryl. 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Oh my gosh. Comma says, right now we're having humidity 95%. Is that even possible? Am I sitting in a swimming pool? Yeah. Come to Toronto. Come to Toronto in the summertime. You'll feel real humidity. Not that that's not a lot. Okay. 1 minute, 4 seconds. How many references today, Jamie? 4. So we'll have 2 more after this. I don't know that I'm going to be able to work and to turn the page. This is probably still going to be wet. "37 seconds. "22 seconds. I do really like just adding random pink in my landscapes. 8 seconds. Time's up. I don't know how it goes so fast. It's a gigantic mess on my paper. All right, well, that was acrylic. All right. I'm really making a mess here today. Louise says, I was in Toronto in July, August in 2010. I get it. People don't expect it to be like 35 degrees plus humidity here. But it is. Okay. I think I need another sketchbook after this. 2 minutes for our next reference. I know I'm missing a couple of chats. Here we have one from Erin, a photo from Erin. 2 minutes for this value study. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Natty says, comma, I understand the humidity. People would ask me if it's a dry heat or wet heat, and I'm looking at them like it's an oven heating with having to use a knife to cut the air. Yeah, like sometimes it feels like you need to swim through the air is what the humidity feels like here. Natty, you would experience the same. Thomas says, I don't do heat or cold very well. I want to say you get used to it, but it's a lot. 1 minute, 4 seconds. The light is beautiful in this photo. Wait till you see it with the color. 48 seconds. So we will be doing a show and tell after our 4th reference, and I can't wait to see what everybody's been doing. Rumi, thank you for hanging out with us. Nice to draw with you. If you want to share what you have done, even before the end, you can DM me on Art Hang Party, at Art Hang Party on Instagram, or time is going to end in 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're part of the Discord, you can pop it in your photos in the show and tell section. So that's time on the 2 minutes. I'm going to turn on the color photo before I forget. Start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Look at the colors. Oh, it's so good. Bless you. Okay. What do I want to use now? Louise says this photo in black and white is gorgeous, and yes, in color. Wow. Erin, where was this photo taken? It's very nice. So pretty. Yeah, Ray's sneezy. I'm gonna might as well change. I'm gonna go watercolor for this next one. And I'm gonna do my sketch now, and then I will do my painting. And I'm gonna use the Zig calligraphy. Poland is very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter. Do I want... no. Does anybody see my pencil? I'm going crazy today. All right, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Erin says, yay, thanks for using one of my references. This is your in-laws' backyard. What? That's beautiful. That is a lovely backyard. Has it really cooled down that much? Melly says it's cooled down so much outside I went and opened the windows and turned the AC off. 1 minute, 25 seconds. Only 20 degrees outside. Oh my gosh. Lisa says not that cool here yet. Oh, we might have to go for an extra walk later. We have sun about here. Okay. 33 seconds. So I guess I need to figure out what I'm going to use for the last reference photo if I'm changing my materials every time. 7 seconds. Let's clean up a little space. 2, 1, time's up. Oh, beep, beep, beep. Okay. Now 15 minutes. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There's one more reference after this. Wrong paper and wrong medium, says Michelle. It's nice and cold in here though. You're changing to Tombows. Oh, you were using the wrong medium with the wrong paper? Thought you were saying that's what I should do next. Okay. I will be right back. I think I lost a watercolor palette. I will use my bigger one then. Susan said, off to eat my chicken. I snuck back for a bit. This is a pretty picture going out on my 90-degree screened porch to eat in Washington, D.C. Enjoy. Erin said they live near the Appalachian Mountains. Their sunsets are really pretty spectacular. Thanks for hanging out, Teresa. Teresa says, going to say goodbye, have fun, see you tomorrow in the Discord. Thanks for staying up so late. I could never do it. I appreciate it. Kama says, I've been using, oh, there are never enough tombos, says Kama. I've been using them since before I was drawing. I started in 2016 or 17 when I was learning lettering. Yeah, that's when I got mine. A big glare on my paper from my light that it's really hard to see what I'm actually doing here. Ten minutes, 36 seconds. Natty says, good night, Teresa. Sleep well. Good dreams. And Kama says, I think my first lettering pen was just a black Tombow. Yeah, I think that's what all the lettering YouTubers were using. And Fudinesque pens. Yeah, the, isn't there like the sign pen too? The, ooh. Who does the sign pen? Pilot? No. I don't know. 8 minutes, 52 seconds. Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. That's on my list of desert island. If you only have one thing that you can use for the rest of your drawing time. The Pocket Pentel, the Pilot Parallel Pen, definitely up there. Kaylee says, comma, same on the first lettering pen. How many of us here started out lettering before getting into art, like drawing and painting and stuff? Wonder how common of a path that is. Whoa, Lisa. Lisa says, my mother was a sign painter, so I naturally had to copy her. That's so cool. Reb says, haha, I would do Old English for tattoos for the gangster kids in high school. That's amazing. Did you actually do the tattooing, or you just designed the lettering? Four minutes, 50 seconds. What did Michelle say? Michelle says, love my Pentel brush pen. So many fun lines to be made. Yes. And Kama said, I used to gravitate to sweary, beautiful lettering at the start, but I grew out of it. Yes. Natty says, I think I'd want a metallic jelly roll pen because if I'm by myself, I still want a bit of bling. I used to have sepia spanographic notebook in junior high and filled it with triangles in different shades. That's cool. Reb said, just lettering and drawing. Natty said, I like the shorthand notebooks you had to take in home economics classes. I never had that. Olga says, I have very messy, quirky handwriting. And Kama says, lettering is way harder than drawing, I think. Yes. But it's just drawing letters, so if you like shift perspective, like brain thoughts, and draw your letters. Make a tree here. 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Kaylee says, comma, the Kiritaki I have is the Zig Ultra Fine Liner. Question mark? I think I've changed where the sun is shining through the tree here. Kala is getting a little bit messy. Two minutes, 26 seconds. I'm looking to check if there was a different name for it. Kama says, like every sentence is different and I don't even have a slant in my regular handwriting. Kama says, I was just looking and watching all my fine liners and waterproof brush pens yesterday. Oh, swatching. Because I want to draw comics again. Copics. Yes, Kaylee, thank you. I am joining Beth Spencer. We are teaming up, Beth and I, Beth of Introvert Drawing Club fame, on August 2nd at 3 p.m. For a puppies drawing session. So thank you to everyone who has already shared photos of their sweet little puppies for us to draw. It will be free. Introvert Drawing Club, usually you have to subscribe to Beth's Substack. but she's opening it up so that Art Hang Party friends can come and join and draw puppies with us. On Zoom, so it's another one where we get to see each other, chat with each other, and draw all the cute puppies. So if you want to send your photo in for that, you can send it to me on Discord or Instagram or wherever we know each other from. 23 seconds. I hope you can come too. Oh, I think I did that all right. Very loose. Very loose. Just puppies. Time is up. Beep, beep, beep. I know it seems a little bit exclusionary not to include our aged pups, but we're just gonna focus on the youngins. All right. I quite enjoy that. So now I have to figure out what I'm gonna use for my fourth material, because that seems to be what's happening today. And I will turn on our last reference photo. This is a photo I took in Japan, 2023. Kaylee says, I would just like to argue that all dogs are puppies. It's true. No matter their age, it's true. I mean, sure, send me your dog pics. 2 minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I still need to get a picture of Simon as a puppy. I do have a picture of my Dexter as a puppy. You're gonna want to come just to see that. Yes, all pets are babies. This is the Japanese garden in Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden. I do have a video on YouTube here of walking through this garden. It's just, I think it's like 15 minutes of just clips walking through here. So help me figure out what material I should use next. I could do marker. I could do colored pencil. I could do cheap dollar store paint sticks. That might be fun. What do you think? Color pencil. Time's up. 5 minutes. That went really fast. I really was not paying attention. Okay. Color pencil. 5 minutes. Starting in 3, 2,